So AI is out here making everybody faster, but is it actually making you smarter? Nobody's really talking about it, and nobody's making it clear enough on how we can actually fix that. So, we're living in a time where you can generate ideas like instantly. You can write like content within 10 minutes and you can build an entire business within a day, but people are feeling more confused and scattered more than ever because they're mentally exhausted more than ever. So here's what's not adding up for me. Speed is increasing, but clarity is not. And here's what the real problem is. AI is not the problem. You, human intelligence, you are the problem, right? So the way that AI is being used is also the problem, because before AI, we were already overstimulated. All right, we were already scrolling and consuming things and watching TV shows and already on social media. And we were scrolling and watching stuff that doesn't even matter. Drama, judging people, comparing ourselves, feeding our brains with constant noise all the time. And now we've taken that same behavior and we've plugged AI into it. So instead of thinking deeper, we're just doing everything faster, and you don't have to think, you just have to ask. You don't have to reflect, you just have to generate. And you don't have to sit in discomfort because you just get an answer straight away. And the first time you do it, it kind of feels powerful. It feels like you've unlocked something, like, oh my gosh. But what's actually happening is that you're slowly disconnecting from your own mind, right? There is a real research showing that people who rely too heavily on AI with their critical thinking are starting to decline. Okay, it's making you dumber. Not because they're not intelligent, but because they stop using the part of their brain that actually keeps them intelligent. Your brain is designed to question and analyze and to help your heart and body feel and discern. Like, that's your human intelligent power. Your intuition is not random, okay? Your ability to think deep and on a real humanic level, that's not basic. Right? Your ability to sit with a problem and work through all of it is a fucking skill. And if you stop using it, you're gonna lose access to it. So this is why so many people feel so scattered around the world right now, because there's too much consumption without creating about thinking. So we've got, all this information, but there's not enough integration. We've got ideas that are out there, but there's not enough direction. We've got content that's out there with no clarity. They feel really, really busy, but they're not actually moving forward. And that's like a freaking trap. And it's because artificial intelligence will amplify whatever you're already doing and whoever it is that you already are, okay? So if you are clear, you can make it powerful. Right? If you're confused, it will multiply your confusion. Do you understand? Your human intelligence is far greater than the artificial intelligence. So the real question is not whether you're using AI. The real question is AI actually strengthening your mind, or are you making it replace it? Because if you don't know how to think for yourself, you will always depend on something outside of you, whether it's AI, TV shows, podcasts, books, whatever it is. Dependency is how you lose your power, okay? And you were not designed to outsource your mind. Oh my God, let me repeat that. You were not designed to outsource your mind, okay? You were designed to use tools without being controlled by them. Right now, most people don't even realize that they're losing the balance. They're becoming like faster, but they're not realizing that they're becoming weaker. More productivity, right? But they're like less aware of what's really going on. People are more active, but they're so much less intentional about what they're doing. And that is fucking dangerous, okay? Because in a world where everybody has access to the same tools and the only thing that separates us is how we think, your clarity, your discipline, and your awareness, that is the real advantage right now, okay? Let me repeat that. Your clarity, your discipline, and your awareness is the real advantage right now. So instead of asking, what can AI do for me? Start asking, Who am I becoming when I use it? Because the answer determines everything, okay? If you slow down and think for yourself and then use AI to support that thinking so that you can become powerful, but then you skip the thinking and then go straight to the tool, you'll always feel like you're behind. It doesn't matter how fast you move, right? So there's always going to be a shift. Think first like when we use AI, not the other way around, okay? This is how you've got to stay sharp, because this is how you can stay grounded, and it's how you can actually stay in control, because this isn't about technology, guys. This is about your mind. This is about your identity. This is about your own human power. And if you get this right, AI will not replace you. It will amplify you. But only if you do not lose yourself in the process, all right? You cannot lose yourself in the process. So if you're wanting to learn more about how we can actually balance that out in a more practical way so that you're not selling your soul, you're not burning out, and you're not losing your mind, then that's what we teach you in Sacred Systems in Digital Warriors. I've also got an extended video to this where I'm going to go a little bit deeper on the how, and that's for our premium members. So if you're not in Digital Warriors, come and join us, skool.com/digital. We're all about health, and we're all about health in this digital world, okay? So please, guys, if you're using AI, please make sure you think and don't let it lose your mind. Until next time, bye.